2022 might be the year when The Last of Us TV show finally premieres on television. Filming for HBO's highly anticipated series is underway, and we're here to tell you all we know so far about that Naughty Dog adaptation. This features first glimpses at Pedro Pascal's Joe and Bella Ramsey's Ellie, as well as behind-the-scenes footage, new cast members, and why the series is going beyond a simple retelling of The Last of Us game. So for all this and more, keep watching. How is this series going to be different from the game? When compared to the original video game, HBO's upcoming The Last of Us TV series will have one key difference. Since the start of production on The Last of Us, individuals involved in the project have made it clear that the TV show wouldn't be a direct adaptation of the video game. And while what we've heard so far about this series makes it sound like HBO would stick to the game's primary narrative, that won't be the case in all aspects. According to new set photographs from The Last of Us, the show's creators have decided to shift the period in which the plot takes place. Outbreak Day, the day when the cordyceps infection first begins to spread, occurs in the original video game in 2013. Instead, according to fresh set photographs that have surfaced online, Outbreak Day will take place in 2003 in the TV series. The Last of Us, the rationale for this change isn't quite obvious, and it isn't really important in the larger scheme of things. However, as a result, several features of The Last of Us may be drastically altered. One significant distinction between The Last of Us TV show and the video game series is that real-world objects that appeared in the games may no longer feature in the program. For example, Joel sings a Pearl Jam song called Future Days in The Last of Us Part 2, which serves as a sort of theme throughout the game. Future Days, on the other hand, wasn't written by Pearl Jam until 2013. Therefore, it wouldn't exist in the television universe of The Last of Us. Again, this isn't a huge concern in the broad scheme of things, but the chronological discrepancies may result in some significant changes to the tale. Now let's dive into thoughts of cast and creators. In this case, I'm doing it with Neil Druckmann, and so the changes that we're making are designed to fill things out and expand, not undo. Co-creator Craig Mazin told the BBC. During the same meeting, he told BBC that the TV series will include a completely unseen moment from the games that'll end up leaving fans lost for words. So how do you adapt one of the world's most beloved games? Probably with caution. In an interview with EW, The Last of Us art director Neil Druckmann touched briefly on the obstacles of introducing the game's tale to HBO. Creators of the program must figure out how a TV series conveys the same story and feelings. So it's a unique challenge to adapt the series for another medium without removing the interactivity. Troy Baker, who plays Joel in both The Last of Us and its sequel, believes the show adaptation will outperform the initial plans to make it into a film. Next, the video leak. A video from the set of HBO's The Last of Us surfaced a few months ago showing Joel and Ellie riding together on horseback. The video was first shared on Twitter by user @DonnieCash, who was able to capture the actors while they were filming. Surprisingly, Joel actor Pedro Pascal obviously caught @DonnieCash in the act of shooting scenes, pointing to her camera and smiling as he passed. Whereas Pedro Pascal's plainly the hero of the clip, Bella Ramsey, also seen as Ellie. The Last of Us, according to the star, is the biggest project she's taken on. That's a strong statement given how popular Game of Thrones was. But Ellie's one of the game's and series' two main stars. That means Ramsey will have a much larger spotlight than she did in the previous TV series, where she was part of a large ensemble. The horse in the video is most likely Callus, a horse provided to the two by Joel's sibling, Tommy. Even so, it's unclear whether this will be the case in the HBO adaptation because there are several concerns about how carefully the TV series will comply with the original source. We also have the inside scoop on what's going on behind the scenes, including who's in control of the director's chair and cast members for the adaptation. We also have direct quotes from Chernobyl's Craig Mazin, the series co-creator, so don't go anywhere. When's it going to be released? So while we still don't have a release date for The Last of Us HBO series, we do have a few details that indicate how long we'll have to patiently wait. The first set picture from the production was recently emerged, indicating that filming's already ongoing. We anticipate that production will continue until June 2022. That implies we shouldn't expect to see the show on HBO until late 2022 at the very least. Kantemir Bolagov, a director, has mentioned 2022 on their Instagram page. Although that's not unrealistic, it appears to be more of a placeholder than anything official. Who's in the cast? cast. In the role of Ellie, Pascal will be joined by another Game of Thrones star, Bella Ramsey, who seems to be a natural fit. Ramsey has previously proven herself capable of playing a feisty, aggressive, show-stealing character in Game of Thrones as Lady Lyanna Mormont, a fan favorite. The first look at the franchise's two protagonists have been revealed as part of the franchise's Outbreak Day celebrations. Gabriel Luna, who has been in films such as Terminator Dark Fate, True Detective, and Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., will play Joel's younger brother Tommy. Meanwhile, Merle Dandridge will resume her role as Marlene, commander of the Fireflies, which she performed in the video game as well. Due to Marlene's efforts, Joel and Ellie meet. Nico Parker will portray Sarah, Joel's daughter. Parker made her debut in Tim Burton's 2019 rendition of Dumbo as Millie Ferrari. You may have also seen her in 3 episodes of the HBO series The Third Day, which premiered in 2020. Con O'Neill will portray Bill, and Murray Bartlett will play Frank. Tommy's voice actor from the games, Jeffrey Pierce, will play a new character named Perry. Finally, Anna Torv from Fringe will play Tess, Joel's friend and fellow trafficker who helped Joel and Ellie reach the Fireflies. Tess will have a recurrent role in the television version, therefore she will most likely appear in several episodes. Let's cover more on the cast. Brad Leland will take the strange Mr. Adler. Neil Druckmann has listed a large number of other, as yet uncast roles on Twitter. We know that the main pair will be merged by Ellie's girlfriend Riley, as well as Maria and a censored character with 4 letters, which very well could be Abby. Abby's a member of the Washington Liberation Front and one of the central characters of the sequel. Mazin also alleviated concerns that characters will not change from their game counterparts by declaring that Ellie will stay LGBTQ. Along with a range of actors and the director, there's also a talented composer. Gustavo Santaolalla will compose the music for the HBO series, as he did for the first 2 games. Several directors are also on board, including Oscar nominee Jasmine Labani, Kantemir Balagov, and Ali Abbasi. A production listing has also led to speculation that Neil Druckmann will direct an episode. What else has been released? So far, only a synopsis has been officially revealed by HBO. The story takes place 20 years after modern civilization has been destroyed. Joel, a hardened survivor, is hired to smuggle Ellie, 14-year-old girl, out of an oppressive quarantine zone. What starts as a small job soon becomes a brutal, heartbreaking journey as they both must traverse across the US and depend on each other for survival. The plot will follow the events of the game, with the possibility of new content based on the game's sequel. According to reports in The Hollywood Reporter, new seasons of the successful show might be in the works. This tells fans that the series won't just be a Chernobyl-style miniseries, but rather one that spans several years. The notion of the sequel narrative making its way into the HBO series will pique the interest of many fans of The Last of Us 2. For the time being, the first season is expected to have 10 episodes. The Last of Us television series may not have a premiere date, but filming currently is in the works, bringing it one step closer to our TV sets. It also means we have a slew of new set photos to look through, including our first look at Pedro Pascal as Joel and Bella Ramsey as Ellie, as well as other major characters and locations from the games. Kudos to Tommy actor Gabriel Luna. The first set photo from The Last of Us production has appeared online. Luna appears alongside Pedro Pascal and Sarah actor Nico Parker, possibly implying that they're recording The Last of Us's devastating opening. Another 2 sets have also given us our first peek at the grand sets of the series. Meanwhile, another image shows Pedro Pascal dressed in clothing that appears to be very similar to Joel's outfit from the actual game, and others show how Canmore, Alberta will be morphed into Jackson, Wyoming. Another new batch features Joel, Ellie, and Tess on a set coated in cordyceps, the fungus that infects people and transforms them into grunting, clawing, deadly zombies. That's a wrap for this video. See you in the next one.